Hey everybody, welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Glenn Tompkins, senior instructor here, and love bringing these videos to your attention. But this particular video is all about what's going on in the market right now. And I'm going to call this going back to the basics because there's a lot of people out there. I did a live stream yesterday and found out that a lot of people are not making money in the market who are VectorVest subscribers. Now, this video is for VectorVest subscribers as well as people who are not subscribers to the VectorVest system at all as of this time. This has been a troubling market. We have 40-year high inflation rates. We're still raising interest rates to accommodate and go after that, which is affecting the American population's pocketbook. It's been a tough way to buy things and goods and services as well as make money in the market. So the question is, what do you do? And if that's a question that you're asking right now, then this video is for you. I invite you to share this video on your social circles to help people who may be in the same situation you are in right now. Now, I'm going to give some simple tips. There's a lot of things that you can do to turn your portfolios around, but I'm going to give some simple tips using the VectorVest system to help you. Or if you have your own tool that you use, you got to make sure that these tips are being able to go into what you're trying to do to change your portfolios around. So with that, let's get right into the software and start talking about some of these tips. Now, I started off by building a watch list of stocks that are the most heavily owned stocks out there in the market right now. Many of you may own these stocks. Many of you may not own these stocks, and you may own a whole different portfolio of stocks. But one of the first things you need to do, whether you're a VectorVest subscriber or not, you need to build a watch list of the stocks that you're currently trading right now and assess them. You need to right now assess your wealth health. How healthy are you from a wealth standpoint with the money that you're investing in the market? Now, if you're not a subscriber and you use a tool, you need to make sure that the tool goes beyond just giving you data. You need useful information. So I know that from the VectorVest system standpoint, we give you useful information. No matter what tool you're using, you need to have some of this information. So you have to look at your stocks, and some of the things that make us different from everybody else is we do certain things that are germane just to the VectorVest software. One, we assess a value to every stock. This is what we feel the stock is currently worth. And from that value, you can see if your stock's got the potential to rise to meet its value, or if it's overvalued, most likely it will fall to meet its value. Now, a lot of people are making or not making money in the market because they are not assessing the tools or assessing what their stocks are really telling them. They're going off of what the news is. They're going off of emotion. They're going off of what they think. They're going off of the suggestion from a friend. A lot of different things will put you in a hurt locker right from the beginning. You need a tool that's going to assess what's really going on with your stocks. So I can look at some of these stocks like Tesla. Tesla's a widely held stock. It is currently over its value. Does it make it a bad thing? No. It just means that people are willing to pay a premium to own the stock, and you need to know that from the onset. So you like the stock, you're in the stock, but you'll see that the stock has got a sell recommendation. What do? One of the things that you need to do is weed your garden, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. Other indicators that we have, the upside potential for the stock as compared to the market or AAA corporate bond. These indicators, RV, RS, RT, VST, CI, are all cast on a scale between 0 and 2, and it makes it very easy to understand if these are favorable or unfavorable indicators. Even though Tesla is a sell and it's overvalued, it's got great upside potential with relative value. If you want to know more about these indicators, I invite you to take a trial to the VectorVest system for 99 cents for 30 days. We explain what each and every one of these indicators are and how they play into making a decision on whether you buy or sell that stock. Relative safety, an indicator of risk on the stock. Above 1, so this is not a risky stock, but why is it a sell recommendation and why is it so overvalued? Well, part of it is relative timing. Relative timing looks at the short-term price trend of the stock. the stock is in a downtrend. Now, one of the biggest things that a lot of people do is they look at these stocks and don't know that they're in a downtrend. You should be able to look at a graph and be able to tell that. But our indicators tell us that this stock is in a downtrend. And how about watching when RT was above 1 and favorable and starts to fall below 1, becomes unfavorable? That is a good time to get out of the stock early. And now you wouldn't be in a situation where you're taking a big loss in a stock like Tesla. That makes a big dent in being able to ascertain what's going on, number one, and to not take big losses. That's where we start to lose money. Earnings, well, we feel that it's the engine that drives the stock's price higher, earnings per share. Our earnings is forecasted out a year, so I can see where the earnings are right now and look at the earnings per share for next year and get a feel of, does this stock have movement to the upside? And they do grow their earnings at a clip of 47% a year. Overall, I think that Tesla is still a good stock, but it's going down in price. And you know something? If I'm trying to weed my garden, I'm going to look at the stocks that have sell recommendations. Out of the top 10 stocks here, we've got 3 stocks that have sell recommendations. But before we do that, let's look at Delta Airlines, trading at 31.5. With a value of almost $45. That's definitely undervalued. Does it have good upside potential? Yes, as compared to a AAA corporate bond. Is it a safe stock? Not nearly as safe as Tesla. So I can look at different variations of what these indicators are telling me, depending on how I invest in the market, can use that to tailor make a portfolio that best fits my investment style. Everybody invests differently. So I've got Delta Airlines, American Airlines, Microsoft, Apple. Everybody who knows me knows I love me some Apple. But as I look at Apple, grossly overvalued, upside potential not nearly as good as the other stocks in the list, safe stock, good earnings, growing it at 16%, hold recommendation. This is a time where I know I love Apple, but I'm not in love with the stock, and it may not be the right time to buy. Now, look at it today. It's up. One day does not make a trend. The stock is also in a downtrend right now and could be hurting my portfolio, even though it's a hold recommendation. Folks, this is the information that you need to make the right decisions. And when you're making the right decisions, you won't take elongated losses in stocks that bring your portfolio down where you're not making money. And then you sit back and go, what do I do? These are the pieces of information that you need to make the right decisions. All right, I'm going to sort this by recommendation. It's going to bring my sell recommendations to the top. So even though I may love Tesla or like NIO or like Ford, I know that right now there's sell recommendations, and that tells me that this may not be the right time to be in these stocks. So if that's the case, I have to consider selling them and waiting for better buying opportunities when the market's conditions are right. Oh, wait, market conditions. That is very important because the market's move affects about 80% of the stocks in the market. And the problem is, if you're in the wrong stocks on the wrong side of the market, that's going to be another reason why you're losing money in the market. So let's talk a little bit about market timing. I'm going to go to our graphs and I'm going to look at our market timing graph. Unlike any other graph that's out here, we have an indicator called the VVC that tracks the movement of over 9,000 stocks in one ticker symbol. We feel that it is a better representation of the broad market move. Now, I'm looking at a 5-year graph because I want to show you some things that are going on right now that you need to be made aware of from a market timing perspective. One, I've got a level of resistance on a 5-year graph that shows me when we had the height of COVID, before the COVID crash, the market, our VectorVest composite was trading at $52.39. Here's the big COVID fall. And then we rebounded and took out and made new all-time highs on our VectorVest composite. That's number one. Number two, let's put this in on a 1-year graph. And I've got a couple of levels of trends. One, from the November high. Look at the downtrend in the market. Now, if you're still trading overall bullish in the market, this trend tells you you're on the wrong side of the trend. Now, in this downtrend, have we had some bullish runs? Absolutely. But look at each one of these bullish runs from this November high, looking at that trend line. What have it done? It's gone right to that trend line, almost to that trend line. broke through that trend line twice here. Well, overall, where is the trend? To the downside. That's trend number 2. Trend number 3, from the August high, all right, from the August high, what have we done? Right here, back in August, look at that trend line. We broke above once, and currently we've broken again above twice. See that big wick today? That's today. Where did we stop? Right at that COVID level of the high. And look at that, we're pulling back. Folks, we've had a hard time breaking out of the overall downtrend. And that's another thing. If you're trading long-term bullish, you're on the wrong side of the trend. And that's another reason why you could be losing money. You don't try to bet against the trend of the market. And as a market timing company, we do not dictate, or we do not guess at where the market is going. We are trend followers. We keep our subscribers on the right side of the trend. So from a market timing perspective, folks, overall, we're still in the downtrend, and that's where you need to be concentrating your efforts. All right, let's go back to the viewers tab. What do you do with the stocks that you're currently holding now, and you want to hold them for the long term, like a Tesla, or like an Apple, or Amazon, or Disney, or Microsoft, and you're really trying to hold these for the long term, but they're going down? What do? You've got to learn to put on some semblance of protection. You got to learn it. Some of the easiest ways to protect your portfolio now is with options. Learn to buy protective puts, learn to sell covered calls. The 2 simplest option trades that you can put out there. And a lot of you, as soon as you hear options, you run and you hide. But folks, it's a good way to hold on to your long-term holdings and protect them during times like this, where the overarching trend of the market is down. Another way you want to learn is to use contra ETFs, contrarian ETFs. We've done videos on them on this channel. Go check them out. In regards to options and protecting your portfolio, we've done videos on the channel. Check it out. Learning to manage your portfolio like a business. If you think of it from that perspective, you will make different decisions that will make sure that you mitigate losses. We've done a video on that. Folks, we've got a lot of great content on this YouTube channel that you need to check out. For those people who are sitting on the fence saying, well, you know, you're just trying to tell me that this is the bee's knees and all. Listen, it's a tool. It's a tool that will help you to make better decisions. Are we the best thing out there? Well, the company side of me says, yes, we are. But the realistic side of me tells me that if you want to make life easier for yourself, having a tool that gives you these tools, having a tool that gives you this information is very, very important. Now, another thing, remember, I just gave you simple stuff. You want us to hold your hand? All right, I had that as a comment. You need to hold our hands more. Well, let me show you something. In this viewers tab within the VectorVest software, 99-cent trial, we've got something called a trading systems viewer. We do the work for you, and out of the searches that we have within the VectorVest system, we tell you what searches are doing the best over the last 1 month, 3 month, 1 year, and year to date. We give you their annualized rates of return, their drawdowns. Folks, we put all of that work in, so all you have to do is now sit on it and go, wow, this works. I'm an aggressive investor. I maybe try that. Wow, I'm a prudent investor. Maybe I try that. Well, I'm a conservative investor. Let me try something like that. No matter how or you invest in the market, which kind of direction or what kind of investor you are, we have a trading system that is apropos to how you invest in the market. And quickly right now, we're stocks over 10 with a stop of a 50-20, utilizing a market timing indicator called the Green Light Buyer RT Kicker. Over the last month, up 8%. The last 3 months, over 16%. Over the last year, 70%. Year to date, 68%. Folks, what more? And I need to know, what more can we do as a company to help you to make life easier for you to trade and make money? Folks, this video is all about telling you some simple ways to make money in the market. Simple doesn't mean easy, but simple does make it easier for you to turn your portfolio around, especially if you're not making money, to turn around and make money. For those of you who are not subscribers to the VectorVest system but watch our channel, thank you for your support. But maybe you want to take the next step. 99-cent trial gives you the access to everything that I just showed you right here for 30 days. Folks, that's not a cost. That's an investment in your ability to turn your portfolio around, especially if you're not making money. Go to www.vectorvest.com/YT. You take that trial, 99 cents. Prove me wrong. I'd like to see you turn your portfolio around, especially if you're not making money in the market. So with that, folks, this video is over. Until the next time, see ya.